Welcome to lesson 1.9, the last lesson in this module. So this lesson pulls together a lot of what we've been doing, but we're also going to see how it works with credit. So credit cards, credit card interest, things like that. So we want to be able to understand some key terms or phrases like credit card debt, right? That's when you have something on a credit card and you have to pay it back. And usually it comes with interest. So, according to the Federal Reserve System, the total credit card debt as of 2015 was $848.1 billion. So if I wrote that out, 848, that decimal becomes the comma, and then that number in front of the decimal is where I start the billions place. After that, I have to count how many zeros to make sure that number is in the billions place. Right now it's in the millions, now it's in the billions. So then to make it scientific notation, that's where we have one number in front of the decimal. So I'm going to have to put 8.481, and then I count how many places after that. So 9, 10, 11. So it'll be 10 to the 11th power. So APR is our annual interest rate. So it says 0 introductory, and then usually after a certain amount, maybe 3 months, 6 months, a year, they'll say that your interest rate's going to go up. So if you have a periodic rate and the APR is 10.99, how would we find that periodic rate out? What we would do is take that 10.99 and then divide it monthly, so 12. And then it tells us to round. So when I divide, I get 9, 1, 5, 8, 3, 3, and it goes on, I think. So then here's the hundredths, 2 decimal places. So 0.92 is our periodic rate. So if we're looking at in 1 month, $5,000 check, right? Then 0.92%, that could be rounded to 1%. So 1%, because it says estimate, so 1% of 5,000 is about $50. So in 1 month, she has about $50 of interest. So over the year, we would multiply it by 12, and that'll give me an estimate of $600 in interest after a year. So this time it's telling me to calculate his very low credit score. So if he's a low credit score, he's going to get the highest interest rate. So his is going to be that 23.99. Divide that by 12 because we're only looking at 1 month. There's 12 months in a year. And I'm not going to round until the very end. So then I'm going to take that, multiply it by the 5,000. And so I get his interest of $99.96. So if he's paying that amount of interest per month in the year, right, I would take that, multiply it by 12 months in a year. So he's paying over $1,000 in interest because he has a low credit score. So then the next questions are going to keep asking you to use this interest idea. You're going to compare the cash advance, the annual percentage rate for purchases, and you're going to compare these 3 different percentages using the same processes, the same steps that we did up here.